Thank you to Emergent for sponsoring this video. OpenClaw is the hottest AI agent right now. It actually does things. It manages your calendar. It can send emails. It can automate your entire life. But here's the problem. It is a nightmare to get set up. You either have to purchase a separate computer for security reasons or host it in Cloudflare, which brings its own technical challenges. Or you can skip all of that. Emergent just released a brand new feature that allows you to install OpenClaw and get it running in 2 minutes. It's completely hosted on Emergent, so you don't have to worry about any of the setup. You don't need a Mac Mini, and you don't have to touch your terminal. If you stick with me through the end of the video, you're going to have your own OpenClaw AI assistant that you can message through Telegram, and it's going to take less than 10 minutes. Let's jump in. So all you have to do is click Moltbot down on the bottom, and Emergent is going to pre-fill a prompt to set up Moltbot, also known as OpenClaw, on Emergent so we can start using it. So we'll just send off that prompt, and Emergent is now going to set up an environment. It's going to set up an environment in the cloud to actually host our Moltbot so that we don't have to have a Mac Mini. We don't have to set up anything technical with Cloudflare. We can just do it all in Emergent. And in about 2 minutes, we are going to actually be able to start using our AI assistant here inside of Emergent. That took about 2 minutes. It installed Moltbot using the Emergent LLM key. All core services are running, backend, frontend, MongoDB, and the frontend is built and deployed successfully. The next thing that you want to do is publish Moltbot. This is an essential step because without publishing Moltbot on Emergent, your agent will not be active all of the time. So by publishing it, it's going to keep your agent active 24/7. And that's what's going to allow Moltbot to be your virtual assistant at all times and complete tasks for you while you are sleeping. So it's going to always be on as long as we publish it here on Emergent. And you also want to make sure that the universal key auto charge is enabled. The reason for this is because Moltbot is going to be using the LLM key through Emergent. So if this is not enabled, if you run out of credits, Moltbot will stop working as well. So just turn on auto recharge. So when balance hits 0, it's going to auto recharge by 5 credits. So that will make sure that your Moltbot is always on. So let's do our full setup here with OpenClaw. So we're going to sign in with Google to configure and access our personal OpenClaw instance. So once you sign in with Google through Emergent, you just have to select your provider and API key through the OpenClaw setup. So here we can do Emergent. There's no key needed. This will just use your AI credits through Emergent. You could connect to Anthropic or OpenAI and add your own API keys as well. But for this purpose, we're just going to use Emergent, which comes pre-configured with Opus 4.5 and GPT 5.2. So you don't need to add any API key. And here we are in our dashboard for our AI assistant. So this is OpenClaw. It's Claudebot OpenClaw. They've changed their name a few times since it launched. It started with Claudebot, then it went to Moltbot, now it's OpenClaw. So here we are in the interface, and this is running. So we are running it in the cloud. You might have seen people on X talking about how they bought Mac Minis, so they would have their own computer for it. But this is running in the cloud. So it's not running on my computer. I didn't have to worry about anything in terminal. It's just running here in the cloud. So I can say hello in the chat, and we should be able to chat here with our AI assistant right here in the chat. And again, we are using the API key through Emergent. And here the message we got back, it's a fresh workspace. It's asking just information about me. And then that way the assistant is going to save that information and then in the future be more personalized for us. Now we're doing this within the web interface of OpenClaw, but we could also connect this to Telegram or another messaging service because you might have seen people doing that as well. But let's go through some of this onboarding and then let's see what we can do here with OpenClaw and see how powerful it is and show you, what's possible just doing this through Emergent. And I think even if you're not planning on fully using this to run your life, I think this is a really great way to just test out OpenClaw. If you've been seeing it online, but it's too complicated to get set up, this is a really great way to actually test this out. So I'm sending some information about myself. I'm giving the AI a name of Xenon and also talking about the tone that it's going to speak to me with and some other information as well. So it edited the files that are related to that information. So I'm just giving it some more information here. It's asking me what it should add to its soul file. And I'm just telling it to give me weather updates. I'm asking it to help me grow the No Code MBA YouTube channel. And then I'm telling it that we can connect to Telegram because I'd like to chat with it through Telegram. So now it's giving me information about how to set up Telegram so we can chat through there. So let me do that next. We sent a new message to BotFather saying a new bot is asking us what we're going to call it, which is Xenon. So this is like the onboarding for creating bots inside of Telegram. So now it's giving us an API key, which we are just going to go ahead and paste into our Claude bot here. And this is configuring this Claude bot with Telegram. So after just a little bit of back and forth, our Telegram is now set up. So at first it was set up so anyone could DM it. Then I just asked it in the web version to lock it down just so that it's only my Telegram ID who can actually DM it. So now it's working here on DM. So now we don't have to use the web interface. We can actually just use Telegram, which I think is a little bit easier, and you can access it from your phone whenever you need. So I can send a message. What can you help me with? We're going to see the typing right off the bat as soon as we send the message, so we know that the AI is responding. And here we go, right off the bat. I can help you with a ton of stuff. Here's some highlights: manage files, communication, automation, info, creative, for example. Already it sees that I mentioned no code MBA. Is that something you'd like help with? YouTube growth, content planning, or automation? I'll say, how about YouTube growth? Great question. I can help with YouTube growth in several ways. So why don't we see if it can help me research trending topics? So let's do that. So I'm going to say research trending topics. So to research, it's going to need a Brave Search API key. And this is something that I think Claudebot does a really good job at, is like when it needs something as in terms of a connection, it just asks you and tells you exactly how to do it. So it needs access to the Brave API. So why don't we set that up really quick? While we're setting up search, I just want to quickly show you something called skills that are also here. And remember, this is all running on Emergent servers, so we don't have to worry about getting anything set up. So here, these are all of the skills that come preloaded in Claudebot. And we can see if we want to add anything, we could just add an OpenAI key here to add the ability for image generation, for example. So all of this can just be added, and these are some of the preloaded skills, but you can add any skill that you want into Claudebot. So based on its search, it found a few topics, and now based on those topics, it's turning it into actionable YouTube content for No Code MBA. Build an AI agent in 10 minutes, no code required. And very applicable to the video we're doing right now. Now I'm going to show you one more use case here, and this is me learning as well of how to use Moltbot. Can you remind me every day at 2 p.m. to clean the kitchen? So I want to see, and it's just cool, like it starts typing right away. Like it is a really cool interface to be able to use this through Telegram. Okay, done. You'll get a daily reminder at 2 p.m. to clean the kitchen. The reminder will fire at the next heartbeat after 2 p.m. within 30 minutes, and you'll see it in our chat. So if we go back to our web-based interface and we click on cron jobs, we should see our jobs. So yep, here we can see kitchen cleaning reminder set up. So this was just automatically set up for us. So I hope that you found this useful and are inspired to try this out for yourself. Click the link in the description to go to Emergent and set up your own version of OpenClaw without needing any hardware or anything like that. Like I said before, I think this is worth doing just to test out OpenClaw and see what everyone is talking about. And you could do this in 10 minutes and start experimenting with it really quickly. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content like this. Things are changing so quickly in the AI world, and I'm doing my best to keep you as up to date as possible with everything you need to get started and stay up to date with AI. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.